I now have the honor to invite for a statement His Excellency Alexey Moiseev, Vice Minister of Finance of the Russian Federation. Mr. Vice Minister.
Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, today we are adopting a resolution on the role of diamonds in fueling conflict, based on the process that was begun in 2002. Starting in 2002, the main purpose of the Kimberley process was to exclude conflict diamonds that are used on for arms and anti-government organizations, to take them out of the channel of international trade. The import and export operations we have been monitoring up to 99% of the volume of global diamond trade. And so this process is not only a platform to meet the needs of the scheme, but a platform determining and facilitating the development of the market of rough diamonds. Diamond trade is the most regulated sphere of raw materials trade in the world. The scheme sets forth minimum requirements to monitor the diamonds and to set rules for implementing trade of rough diamonds. And as much has been done to help establish peace in this trade in countries like Angola, Cote d'Ivoire, Liberia, and Sierra Leone. Moreover, thanks to the tripartite structure, including the state sector and civil society as observers of the Kimberley process, the entire global community is interested in the process. Thanks to the Kimberley process, we have fundamentally changed the approaches to this trade. Now we have 55 participants of 82 countries, and each year new countries show interest and want to join the process. However, we see how ideas and essential principles in today's society have changed overall, and major consumers of diamonds in particular, with new generations which have become a driving force on the market. Consumers have new requirements, maximum transparency, delivery chains and conduct of business, including following human rights, labor rights, opposing money laundering, and minimizing environmental impact and protecting, if not financing, terrorism, socioeconomic development of the regions of presence, and transparency of the origin. And therefore, in conforming the role of the UN, the Kimberley process must strengthen its mandate. It doesn't mean that we will be seeking to establish additional obligations for all participants. We only wish to enlist the support from the Kimberley family to establish new objectives for the future. Starting in 2017 to 2019, we've had the triannual review of the main document of the certification scheme. Unfortunately, we were not able up to now to complete this process, and so thanks to adopting the resolution, we'll have an opportunity to, with the support of other organizations, to continue discussion of our work in this term. The Russian proposals are based on the need to comply with international humanitarian law as the only international instrument allowing us to define the degree of compliance with the norms. We have actively participated in working on this resolution, which will allow us to continue working in the key areas of developing the process. Among our proposals, which were endorsed by partners and are set down in the text of the resolution, are continuing to work on the terminology, bringing in new countries into the Kimberley process, calling for support for the restoration of CAR in the process, and the support of sectoral initiatives for a responsible business approach. Our key thrusts as chair of the process in 2020 will be to continue the work in articulating the term conflict diamonds to meet today's challenges, to develop and adopt framework principles for responsible deliveries of unprocessed rough diamonds, meeting today's needs in the market, bringing back CAR, bringing in new countries to the Kimberley process, establishing a permanent secretariat, digitizing KP certificates, and also dividing the markets of natural and synthetic diamonds. As part of the draft administrative decisions on guidelines, we studied the sectoral initiatives, and on the basis of this, we support the following principles: the responsible business conduct, labor versus human rights, environmental protection, development of communities, dividing natural and synthetics, and fighting corruption and opposing legalization of incomes. The substance of the draft decision is declarative support of states for generally recognized standards of conduct of business in our sector. We'd like to support the adoption of the resolution. Thank you very much.
Vice Minister for a statement, Vice Minister of Finance of the Russian Federation for a statement.